For us, YWAM started almost 11 years ago here. I went to this church as a kid and on and off as a teenager, and then came back and had heard of some people going to YWAM and that they had went to this discipleship training school and how amazing it was. And I was still kind of on the fence of whether I even wanted to come to church or not. And then I met Matt, and he had already been with YWAM in Texas for a couple years. We met, got married, and felt like God was calling us to quit our regular jobs, to join YWAM made sense, and trying to live our lives in a way that we allow God to shape our family and our jobs and everything that we do, to follow after what He's asked us to do.
The way that my story started was everything was done by invitation. So I always say you never have to invite me anywhere. I will self-invite myself all the time. But I got invited to this church. I got invited into YWAM. I got invited by God to have a relationship with Him. Everything for me was a question that got asked and an invitation that opened up. I was a nanny, and so my adult time was volunteering doing dishes. So I used to hide in the back here, and I was no, never going out to the front, never want to do anything like that. And then slowly it came from being in the back to maybe having a conversation with someone. And then, I'll sit down and I'll eat with you. And then, I'll get baptized. Okay, I'll come and work with YWAM. Oh God, you want me? Okay, sure, let's go.
So getting things going in Fort McMurray was, I think, easier for us than it can be in other locations, or has been in other locations, because we had such a supportive church that was fully in to create space for us, to promote what we are doing, to give us stage time, to give us building time. And that has only grown from there to now that our staff is only 3, but our volunteers and partners that we have working with us are many, because of this place and the opportunities that it's created. So we wouldn't be able to do what we do if we didn't have the relationships that we had here.
It was I had to be walked through it. I had someone that was talking to me, and for me that was God, but it was also Steph. Steph is,
You're gonna cry first, this is great.
Steph is my go-to. And when you are in a country where you don't have family, your friends become your family. And so she was definitely that. She still is, please.
When I was thinking about this last night and how does this work? How does the concept of being all in, we've talked in the last few weeks about we're better if we do things together. And all of this is because we're doing things together. Most people don't know this, but when you work for YWAM, YWAM is a big organization, but all of the staff that work for YWAM and with YWAM operate their personal finances off of support. So you have to raise your own support. There's a funding office in Vancouver that processes our funds for us, but that's a part of the partnership as well, that we have people that serve with us locally.
It's also us stepping out in faith and being yes, you've called us to do this, but we also need help with that. So how does that look like? And who do we speak to? And He does. I got my first supporters and I was yes, and I wanted to cry. It was so emotional. But it's just, yeah, He's good and He makes it happen. And although it's you have the hesitation to do it, He's I got you. I got you.
No, I'm gonna cry.
I know. When He said it, I was going
to stand in the water, whether it's been at Gregoire Lake years ago, where one of our friends got baptized and she invited both Matt and I in the water with her. I didn't know baptisms were a group thing, but we went in, and then baptizing the youth kids here and people who have volunteered with us here. I am a mess when that happens. I'm feel blessed and privileged and honored to be that God asked, and that we took the risk to step out and do it, and how He's rewarded us in that and allowed us to be a part of people's lives in a way that I don't know how we could have done this before. YWAM is, let me do that again.
Youth with a mission.
Youth with a mission. I'll do it again.
Talk show host. That's my favorite.
No, I can't.